Hi everyone, so in this video I'm going to show you how to crochet these cute pin cushions. So for my pin cushions I used a 4mm crochet hook and aran weight yarn. So thank you very much for watching and please make sure to subscribe to my channel for more crochet videos. So to begin your pin cushion, you want to start off by making a magic circle. So to do a magic circle, take your yarn and take your finger and wrap the yarn around your finger once. And then you want to wrap the yarn back over your finger to create a cross, like that. You then want to take your crochet hook, so take your hook and go underneath the first loop of the cross, and then using your crochet hook, pick up the second loop of the cross and pull it through. And you can then take your finger out, and there you have a magic circle, and we are ready to begin round one. So we are now on to round one, and to begin this round you want to chain one, and this chain one does not count as a stitch. This just locks our magic circle into place. So now for round one we're going to do 12 half double crochets into the magic circle, so 12 half double crochets. So to do a half double crochet, yarn over and go into the magic circle, yarn over and pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. So there we have one half double crochet. So now yarn over, go back into the magic circle and do a second one, like that. Then do a third and a fourth, and keep doing this until you have 12 half double crochets. So I have just finished working those half double crochets for round one, and now to finish off this round we are going to close up our magic circle and join. So to close up the magic circle you want to take your end or your tail here, and you want to pull this nice and tight, so pull it as tight as you can, and that will close up the magic circle. And then to join we are going to work a slip stitch into the first half double crochet that we worked. So here is the first half double crochet. Make sure that you're not going into the chain one, as that chain one did not count as a stitch. So if you're not sure which stitch to go into, then you can count back 12 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Then insert your hook into this stitch and yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook. So work a slip stitch. And now we can fasten off. So pull our yarn out and our hook and cut your yarn, leaving a tail to weave in or work over later. And we're ready to move on to round two. So we are now on to round 2 of our pin cushion, and you want to start off this round by attaching your new yarn or your new colour to round 1. So take your work and insert your hook into any stitch around. As this is just one circle, it doesn't matter which stitch you go into. You can go into any one you like. So I'm going to choose this one, and insert your hook into the stitch, and you then want to take your new yarn or your new colour, place it over the end of your crochet hook and pull it through, and then you want to chain 1. So chain 1. So there we have attached our new yarn to our work, and we are ready to move on with round 2. So now in round 2, we're going to do 2 half double crochets into every single stitch around. So in each stitch we're going to do 2 half double crochets. So start off by yarning over and going down into this very first stitch here. So this is the stitch that you just attached your yarn into. Go down into this stitch and do 1 half double crochet. And then you want to yarn over and go back down into the exact same stitch again and do a second one. So there we have 2 half double crochets into that stitch. So now go into the next stitch and do the same thing again, 2 half double crochets into this one, like that. Then do 2 into the next stitch. And continue this all the way around, 2 half double crochets into every single stitch. So I have just finished working that all the way around for round 2. And now to finish off this round, we're going to do a slip stitch into the first half double crochet that we worked. So here is the first half double crochet. Make sure that you're not going into the chain 1. Go into this half double crochet and then yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook. So work a slip stitch. And now you can fasten off. So pull your yarn out and your hook and cut your yarn, and we're ready to move on to round 3. So to begin round 3, we're going to do the same thing as last round. We're going to start off by attaching our new colour to our work. So in the same way as last round, you want to insert your hook into any stitch around. You can go into any one you like, so I am going to choose this one. Insert your hook into the stitch. Take your new yarn, place it over the end of your crochet hook and pull it through, and then chain 1. So take your yarn and chain 1. So there we have attached our new yarn to our work, and we are ready to move on with round 3. So now in round 3, we are going to do 2 half double crochets both into one stitch, but then 1 half double crochet into the next stitch, then 2 half double crochets both into the next one, and 1 half double crochet into the next stitch, all the way around. So we're doing 2 1 2 1 2 1 all the way around for round 3. So to start off, yarn over and go down into this very first stitch that you just attached your yarn into and do 2 half double crochets both into this one. So there's 1 and there's a second half double crochet, and then you want to do 1 half double crochet into the next stitch. So there we have 2 1, and we're going to repeat this all the way around. So do 2 half double crochets both into the next stitch, like that. Then 1 half double crochet into the next. Then do 2 both into the next one, and 1 into the next. And continue this all the way around for round 3. So I'm just coming to the end of round 3, and now to finish off this round, you want to do a slip stitch into the first half double crochet that you worked. So here's the first half double crochet and go into this stitch and work a slip stitch. And then you can fasten off, so pull your yarn out and your hook and cut your yarn, leaving a tail to weave in or work over later. And we're ready to move on to round 4. So we are now on to round 4, and to begin this round we're going to do the same thing as we have done before, and we're going to start off by attaching our new yarn to our work. So insert your hook into any stitch around, place the yarn over the end of your hook, pull it through and chain 1. So just the same as we have done before. So now in round 4, we are going to do 2 half double crochets into one stitch, but then 1 half double crochet into the next stitch, and 1 half double crochet into the next stitch. Then 2 half double crochets into the next one, 1 into the next, 1 into the next, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, all the way around. So start off by going down into the very first stitch here. So this is the stitch that you just attached your yarn into, and work 2 half double crochets both into this stitch like that. Then do 1 half double crochet into the next stitch and 1 half double crochet into the next one. So there we have 2, 1, 1, and we're going to repeat that all the way around. Do 2 half double crochets into the next stitch, do 1 into the next and 1 into the next, and continue this for round 4. So I have finished working that all the way around for round 4, and at the end of this round you should have 48 half double crochets. So next round is a really important round, as we're going to be adding the points of our star. So you need to make sure that at this point you have 48 half double crochets. So now to finish off this round, we're going to work a slip stitch into the first half double crochet that we worked. So here's the first half double crochet, go into this stitch and work a slip stitch, and then you can fasten off, and we're ready to begin round 5. To begin round 5, you want to start off by attaching your new yarn or your new colour to your work. So we're going to do the same thing as we have done before. Insert your hook into any stitch around. This is just one big circle, so it doesn't matter which stitch you go into. Then take your new yarn or your new colour, place it over the end of your hook, pull it through and then chain 1. So start off by attaching your new yarn to your work. And now, like I said, in this round, in round 5, we are going to be adding in the points of our star. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by going down into this very first stitch here. So this is the stitch that we just attached our yarn into, and we're going to work a single crochet. So to do a single crochet, insert your hook down into the stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook. So there we have one single crochet into that first stitch, and now into the next stitch we're going to do a half double crochet. So yarn over, go into the next stitch and do 1 half double crochet into this stitch like that. Then into the next one we're going to do 1 double crochet. So to do a double crochet, yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through the final 2 loops on your hook. So there we have a single crochet a half double crochet and then a double crochet. And then into this next stitch here, we are going to do 2 triple crochets. So we're going to do 2 triple crochets both into this next stitch. So to do a triple crochet, yarn over twice, go into the stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 more loops, and then yarn over and pull through the final 2 loops. So there we have 1 triple crochet into that stitch. So now we need to yarn over twice again, go back down into the same stitch for a second time. So this is the same stitch that we just went into, and work a second triple crochet into that stitch. Like that. So we have 2 triple crochets into that stitch. And now you want to chain 2. So we're going to chain 1 and 2. And then into the next stitch, we're going to do 2 triple crochets. So yarn over twice, go into the next stitch here, so the next one along, and do 1 triple crochet. And then yarn over twice, go back into the same stitch again and do a second triple crochet. Like that. You then want to go into the next stitch and do a double crochet. So we're going to do a double crochet into the next one. Then into the next stitch, do 1 half double crochet. And then finally into the next stitch here, do a single crochet. So 1 single crochet into the last stitch. So there you can see we have created the first point of our star. So we did a single crochet into the first stitch, a half double crochet into the next one, a double crochet into the next stitch. Then we did 2 triple crochets into the next one. Then we chained 2, and then we started working back down again. So we did 2 triple crochets into the next stitch, a double crochet into the next one, a half double crochet into the next, and finally a single crochet into the next. So we start off with our small single crochets, then we get bigger, and then we work back down. So we're just going to repeat those stitches again and again until you come to the end of the round, and you should have 6 points of your star. So we're going to move on to our next point, and we're going to work this one in the exact same way as the last one. So we have just done a single crochet here, so this is the last stitch of this last point here. So now we're going to begin the next point. So go into the next stitch and do a single crochet, then do a half double crochet into the next stitch, then do a double crochet into the next one, then do 2 triple crochets into the next stitch. So there's 1 triple crochet, then do a second one into the same stitch, then chain 1 and 2, then do 2 triple crochets both into the next stitch, like that. Then do a double crochet into the next one, then a half double crochet into the next, and finally a single crochet into the next. So there you can see we have the second point of our star worked in the exact same way. So you just want to continue to repeat this all the way around. You want to do single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, 2 triple crochets, chain 2, 2 triple crochets, double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, all the way around. So I am just coming to the end of round 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have worked my last point here, so I have worked the last single crochet of the very last point. And then to finish off this round, we're going to do a slip stitch into the first single crochet that we worked. So here's the first single crochet, go into this stitch and work a slip stitch. And then you can fasten off, so pull your yarn out and your hook and cut your yarn, and we're ready to move on to the rest of our pincushion. So now once you have fastened off, you have finished the front of your pincushion. So this is the front. We have completely finished the front section here. And now the next thing that you want to do is you want to make a back piece in the exact same way. So if you have a look at this pincushion, we have the front and then we have a back piece which is made in the exact same way as the front. So for this back piece here, I used the exact same method, but I just kept with the same colour so that I had a solid colour on the back. So you could do it just like this if you wanted to, or you could use all different colours for the back as well. It's completely up to you. So you want to go ahead and make a back section or a back piece in the same way as the front. So you can re-watch the video as many times as you like to see how to do the back piece, or you may be able to remember what to do. And then once you have done that, this is what you will have. So you will have 2 pieces, a front piece and a back piece, and I have fastened off the back piece as well, so they are 2 completely separate pieces. And now we're going to move on to sewing them up and then stuffing our pincushion. So now to begin sewing up your pincushion, you want to take your 2 pieces and place them together with the backs together. So you want to have the right side on the outside of each piece. So here we have the right side of the front facing out and then the right side of the back facing out. So the backs of the pieces are together, and you want to line them up perfectly. So line all of your points up like this. And now what we're going to do is we are going to insert our hook into any stitch around through both pieces. So I'm going to go with this stitch here. So I'm going to insert my hook into this stitch, and then I'm going to go to the exact same stitch on the opposite side, so into the back. So I have gone through a stitch in the front, and now I'm going to go straight through to the exact same stitch of the back of my work like that. So my hook is going through both pieces, and just double check that it is the exact same stitch. So I can see that this is a single crochet here, and if I turn it around I can see I have gone through a single crochet on this side as well. And then you want to take your new yarn. So this is going to be the yarn that comes around the edge. So choose the colour that you want your edging to be in. So I'm going to go with the dark blue, place this over the end of your hook and pull it through. So you want to pull it through both pieces. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to do one slip stitch into each stitch around. So you want to go into the next stitch and go through both sides. So we're going through the front and the back, yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook. Then go into the next stitch through both sides and work a slip stitch into this one as well. Then do a slip stitch into the next stitch and one into the next. So you can see my stitches are lined up perfectly, and that's really important. I would recommend that you always just double check that you're going through the exact same stitches on both the front and the back. And then when you come to the chain space here, instead of going actually into the space, you want to go through the chains. So I'm going to go through the first chain up here and then go through the same chain on the other side and work a slip stitch. And then I'm going through the second chain of the chain 2 and the same chain on the other side and work a slip stitch. So like that. And now we are back to the stitches and continue to do this all the way around. So you want to do one slip stitch into every single stitch. So I am just coming to the end of that round, so doing slip stitches all the way around to sew up our pincushion. So you can see I have gone all the way around and you get this really nice slip stitch border, and this is what it looks like on the back as well. So I have gone all the way around and then I have stopped before the very last point of my star, as now at this point we need to stuff our pincushion. So here I have some toy stuffing, and you really don't need a lot. I only fill these a little bit, but you could fill them as much as you want. So I have some toy stuffing, and if you don't have toy stuffing, you can just use cotton wool. And then you want to make sure all of your ends are tucked into the inside of your star. So I'm going to take my ends like this and make sure that they are all tucked into the inside. And then I am going to add my stuffing to my star. So I'm going to put a little bit in and then a little bit more and just stuff it lightly. So there I have finished stuffing my star, and then I tucked all of my ends into the inside of the star, with exception to this one end here, and this is the end from where we did our magic circle at the very beginning. So when you pull this, the circle here gets smaller. So I have left this one out, as I will then weave that one in to make sure that my circle in the middle stays closed. So you can just put all of the rest of them into the inside and you don't need to worry about them, with exception to this one in the middle and then the middle one of the back piece as well, as you need to weave them in to make sure that the circle doesn't come undone or doesn't get really big. And then you just want to finish off by continuing to work your slip stitches all the way around. So I'm just going to work my slip stitches around this very last point. So I'm going to continue with my slip stitches. So I have gone all the way around, and then I'm going to go into this very last stitch at the end and work my final slip stitch and then fasten off. So pull your yarn out and your hook and cut your yarn like that, and then just kind of go in from the back like this and go into the very first stitch that you worked a slip stitch into. So I'm going into the first stitch that I worked a slip stitch into from the back, And then I'm just going to pull this yarn through like that. And there we have finished. And then you can tuck these ends into the inside of your star or weave them in. And then, like I said, just with this end here, pull it really tight and then use a yarn needle and bring it into the inside and weave it in. And there we have finished. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it easy to follow. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel for more crochet videos. And in the description box below this video, I will leave a link to my Twitter account if you want to go and follow me on there. I always post updates and pictures of upcoming tutorials, and I would love to see photos of your crochet work on Twitter as well. So if you make these pincushions, I would love to see a photo of them on Twitter. And in the description box, I will also leave a link to where you can find some of my written patterns if you are interested. And thanks again for watching. Bye!